can't do this.
That's so unfair.
Tony, there's got to be some mistake.
Well, I'm sorry, mate, but this all seems to be in order.
Well, they haven't even given us a chance to pay. I don't know where we're going to get the money from, but they've at least got to let us try.
The problem is your granddad was ignoring all the notices about being in arrears. The bank had given him adequate time, about 8 months or up.
So they just waited for him to die and then came in like vultures?
Well, the way they see it, the property is theirs. They'd already set the foreclosure date.
But why didn't Pop do anything about it? Why didn't he tell us?
Oh, love, he was probably too sick. Or maybe he just gave up because he knew there was no way he could afford to pay it.
He'd poured his whole life into this farm. It's no wonder he was in denial.
I reckon knowing this is what would have killed him. His heart wouldn't have been able to cope with losing the place.
We can't let them do this. We've got to get out there before they do.
Just hang on a second. Martha's going to come with us. She'll be down in a minute.
Yeah, and look, just take it easy, OK? The bank may be acting heartlessly, but it has got the law on its side.
Yeah, that's right, so we're not going to cause any trouble, OK?
So what are we supposed to do, Michael? Just roll over?
No, we'll talk to them. We'll make them understand that you weren't aware of the situation, and we'll try to get them to think differently about the financial side of things.
I don't care what they think. That farm is all we've got left to Pop. I'm not going to let them take it away.
Geoff, there's someone there. Do you think he's from the bank?
Well, if it is, we've got to try and talk some sense into them. If not, the first thing we do is get that stock.
Are you from the bank? You can't just take someone's house without giving them a chance.
I'm sorry, Bruce Campbell was given reasonable notice of the foreclosure. He hasn't been replying to our correspondence for some time now.
That's because he passed away. These his grandkids. It's supposed to be their farm.
The funeral was yesterday. I'm very sorry for your loss. But this was all set in action a few weeks ago.
Look, if you really are sorry, then please, just give us a couple of weeks to sort something out. We had no idea the situation was so dire till we opened up the mail last night.
It's unfortunate, but it's one of those things. Now, the bank has been more than generous with its time frame.
Generous? This is everything Pop's worked for all his life. I mean, all of us have. You can't just take this away. This isn't yours. None of this is yours.
He left it to us.
The law says the bank's completely within its rights to recoup its money. I'm only the branch manager. I'm simply overseeing things this morning, but my hands are tied.
You're taking away all they have left. Their home, their livelihood, and all you can say is you're sorry?
Like I said, my hands are tied. The bank's repossessed the farm, and we're putting it up for auction. Now, I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
Well, I guess that's it then, isn't it? We've lost the farm.
Not yet, you haven't.
No, love, we're not going to give up. The banks might have rights, sure, but you kids have got them too.
I've got to go.
Where are you going?
Maybe she needs a hand.
Right, yep.
There's no one around. The house is all locked up, but that's okay. You've got keys, haven't you?
Yeah.
Well, if we're going to do this, now's the time.
Do what? You still haven't told me what you got in mind.
Just stand back.
Martha, don't. Martha. Martha, get out of the car, please. What are you going to do? This isn't worth it. Hey, slow down. Whoa, 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 slow down. What are you doing? What do you reckon the bank will do once they know there's stuff missing?
If they don't like it, they can sue us.
Okay. Now we're busted.
We're only taking Annie and Geoff's personal things.
You've made your point. Now put it all back where you found it.
And why would we do that?
Because it doesn't belong to you.
Doesn't rightfully belong to the bank either.
You know what you're doing is completely illegal?
Illegal? What, for taking our own personal possessions and clothing?
You're on bank property. You've demolished a gate, broken into
You
the house.
gave us no choice.
If the previous owners want access to the house, they can apply through the central office. You have no rights here.
Well, you can take a rule book and shove it.
Look, mate, you've already kicked 2 kids out of their home.
What I did was my job. I don't take any pleasure in this, you know. You know, I've tried to be nice to you people, but you give me no choice.
Hey, mate, please. Come on, we're just trying to help the kids. I mean, surely there's got to be room to manoeuvre here. Just Give us some time to clear the stuff out. It's not worth much money anyway.
It's not the bank's fault that the old man didn't level with the kids. Trust me, they're not the first family to find out that their relatives are in debt up to their eyeballs after they die.
That doesn't excuse what you're doing.
Nor does it excuse you for what you're doing.
Come on, let's get this finished.
I hope neither of you are thinking of going anywhere. There's been a break and enter at the Ferry Road. I want both of you to go. You'll get the details on the radio.
I know it's not much, but at least this way Geoff and Annie get something.
You did a pretty gutsy thing today.
When you say gutsy, do you mean insane?
Yeah, well, the jury's still out on that one. But either way, I think you're amazing.
Oh no.